Hello everyone, welcome to Magical Me. I'm Jamie Mendez, spiritual intuitive and oracle, and I am here with my weekly Moonday message, and this is for the world as a collective for the week of September 9th, 2019. So I'm going to take a moment, allow people the opportunity to connect while I'm live, to see that I'm live. I am a little bit late, and I'm going to start to share it and allow people to see that I'm on right now. So bear with me one moment. Hi, Liz. Welcome, hon. Thanks for being here. Hi, Laura. Welcome. Okay, I have been having some technical difficulties this evening. So let's see if I can even access my page to try to share it. It's quite an interesting day. I can't wait to talk about the energy forecast. Hi, Dawn. Hey, Lynette. Welcome. Thanks for being here. I know you are out on vacation in Utah right now. So thanks for popping in. Hi, Deborah. Welcome. Okay. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Trista. Welcome. Yeah, technical joys this evening happening over here too. See if I missed anybody. Okay, I think one more share and I am good to go. All right, there we go. Hi, Jeanette. Welcome. Did I say that right? Jeanette, or is it Janet? Hi, Ellen. Welcome. Oh, well, I'm glad that you were able to make it this evening. You know, I was really rushing around trying to get here, and it was like, you ever have one of those days where you feel like everything is moving in slow motion or backwards, but you're not? You're moving like it's normal speed, but you feel like you're on high speed, but you're still not getting anywhere. That was happening today. And I'm sure that it probably has something to do with the energy forecast I'm about to talk about, because we are definitely in an extreme energetic gateway. So it probably has something to do with that, but it was really like, I was moving, I was trying, but nothing was happening. So I'm going to talk all about that in a second. Hi, Tiffany. Welcome. Oh, okay, Lynette. Well, I hope you have a lot of fun. It looks beautiful over there where you are. So live it up, sister girl. Have a blast and tell everybody I said hi. I think you're over there with Allie, right? And Leah. Tell them all I said hi. All right, so really quickly, I don't want to waste a lot of time since I'm already late. I don't want to waste a lot of time on the news and announcement, but I'll do a really fast run through, and I'm just going to encourage you that if you want to know more about it, because those of you who tune in every week, you've heard about some of these already, but all of the events are created either on Magical Me or on Oracles of the Light, which is my sister page, with my two sisters of light, Lindsay and Karen. It is our other business. So hi, Doreen. Welcome. All right, so really quickly, currently we have going on, it is open to joining all month long, and you can also wait and join in next month if you choose not to do it this month. There's not a whole lot of structure to the group, but it is our Dream Oracles group over at Oracles of the Light. It is an online live class held on online class held on a Facebook group. So it is a private group. So Dream Oracles were ancient shamans, dream walkers, healers, helpers, guardians, guides that assisted people in and their own, lower selves in healing work through the use of dreams and I don't know if I want to say astral traveling, but it is a form of traveling between the dimensions. So we talk a little bit about that, and we also assist people in that, starting at the very beginning of just beginning to understand the importance of dreaming and how spirit does communicate in our higher selves, our family of light, communicates healing, symbolic messages, and interpretation of those messages. We also talk and discuss how to remember dreams, the different types of dreams, how you can tell the difference. So it's a really amazing hands-on group with myself and the other two oracles, working with everybody all month long. We give different tasks and assignments to assist. It is an open dream discussion where we do help teach how to interpret your own dreams and walk you through it. It is only $10 a month. If you're interested, head on over to Oracles of the Light. Send us a message if you do. I think you should still see the event because I think it's still up until like 2 weeks or something from now, because that's like the only length of time. I think Facebook events can only be created for like 2 weeks. But it's open all month long, so you can join anytime. It's $10 for the month. Again, check it out. If you want more information, there's the event. And you can also message me or message over at Oracles of Light, and we'll help you figure out how to jump in if you'd like to. So again, that's our Dream Oracles group, and it goes from month to month. Every month you get a new topic. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Noreen. Thank you so much. That's just a sweet thing to say. Thank you. I'm glad you made it. I'm late, so everybody else is in divine timing. I guess I am as well. My online spiral temple. It is a women's empowerment online group. You access pre-recorded videos to assist the healing journey of the divine feminine within. At this time, it is only working with women, and there is a reason for that. And it is because I do believe that a masculine or a male's feminine healing journey is a little bit different than a female's. And so I would love to work with men in the future. It hasn't been something that's been presented to me yet, but if it does, or if I find an amazing awakened male teacher that I know that would do a little bit more justice, I will absolutely share that information. So fingers crossed that happens. But for right now, the Online Spiral Temple is a monthly online teaching group that it is privately, hosted on Facebook here. Pre-recorded videos. You will receive a new pre-recorded video every month, so you can watch at your own time. It is $15 a month, and it runs consecutively from September to June. And it is a very powerful healing journey, working with different goddesses across all cultures, and working with the seasons, working with the moon cycles, working with manifesting, working with our shadows. And it is deep. I like to call it womb healing, but it is really about unbecoming all that does not serve us and all that we have been conditioned to be, and unbecoming, stripping it all away to then embrace and embody the divine feminine within, bringing it into unity with our divine masculine. Hi, Norma. Welcome, sweetie. Hi, Deb. Hi, Milan. Welcome. So that is the deadline to register for that is September 21st. If you do not pop in or decide to sign up this month, it actually closes down for the rest of the year. It will not open up again until next June, which then won't actually start until September. So this is a very in-depth, hands-on, one-on-one, building a sisterhood together. These people that you've never met, you really do begin to build these sacred bonds together and walking through this healing together as one. So it's very powerful. I'm going to stop talking about it. Check out the Spiral Temple Magical Me event has been created. $15 a month. That is it. Amazing tools to assist you in self-empowerment, self-love, and self-healing. All right. Oh, that's wonderful. That's right on the equinox there, Noreen. Wonderful. That's a powerful day. Or I think the equinox is actually the 23rd this year, but I always celebrate the 21st of everything. So, but that's just me. All right. Let's see what else. The top of my head. Trying to run through this really fast so I don't waste a whole lot of time. September. Is there anything else going on in September? I do not. For those of you who have already taken Yusoi Reiki Level 1 with me, I am now actually teaching Level 2 once again. This is in person only, September 22nd. The deadline to register is coming up because I closed the registration down about a week in advance, so I have enough time to order tools and workbooks and whatnot. So if you're interested and you've already trained with me, if you have credentials from a previous teacher for your Level 1 and you would like to train with me, then we could absolutely arrange that as well. Just reach out to me about it. And yeah, so the event has been created. It's on my page. It will be in person here at Oracles of the Lights Healing Sanctuary in Easton, Pennsylvania, September 22nd. It is an all-day class, okay? Level 1, for those of you just wanting to start out with Reiki 1, will actually be taught October 5th, okay? And that's it for September. We also have an Oracle's Magical Game Night that we're doing in person. A lot of fun, just having some, magical games. So taking games that you've known your entire life and putting a magical twist and spin on them. Oracles of the Light has the event on their page, so go ahead over and check that out. That's in person, October 11th, if I can recall. All right. Hey, Risa, welcome. Teresa says, how do we sign up? Are you talking about for the Spiral Temple, hun? There is an event on Magical Me for the Spiral Temple, or for any of the classes. If it's not on Magical Me, it's on Oracles of the Light. And I apologize because we usually cross-reference so that we have it on both pages. But Facebook's played a trick on us lately, and you can only do that from accessing a computer, so we haven't gotten around to that. However, Magical Me has the Spiral Temple, the registration form, and the payment link is there. If you need any assistance, just shoot me a message and I'll help you as soon as I'm done, okay? Hi, Heather. Welcome, love. Thanks for making it. Okay, so I'm going to get into the energy forecast for now. So that's my little quote unquote term for it because I don't really know how else to explain it. So the energy forecast is basically anything that's been going on energetically, astrologically, planetary, that is having a bit of an impact on us. I'm not an astrologist, but I do follow a lot of really amazing astrologers, and I tune in and I listen to what's coming up. My own cards today were in sync with this very message that I'm about to give you. So, numerically, today is September 9th. So that is 9/9. The year is a 3, though you will see some people say that the year ends in 9. I think it depends on the tradition and the culture, especially like Vedic astrology. They tend to see things a little differently than the normal Western. But I'm not quite sure with the 9 because a lot of people are posting it's 999 right now. It may very well be. However, I see it always like 9/9 and 2019 being the year 3. But it's not wrong because 3 is a multiplier of 9, if you will. So essentially, it isn't wrong, and it is a really powerful time of endings. So I'm just going to go with the 9/9 right now and focus on that for everybody. So you know that I told you last week, September being a month of 9 is an incredibly powerful month for the ending of karmic cycles, for the ending of the old chapters. But it's also a very positive number that represents the culmination of cycles coming full circle. Also achievement and like leveling up. So it is a very powerful yet positive number at the same time. So the fact that we have a 9/9 today, it is actually said to be opening up a portal or a gateway of energy, if you will, that is going to run for 9 days. So from 9/9 to 9/18, which if you do that numerically, it's another 9/9. So 9/9 to 9/18, you've got 9-day cycle here. Now, what makes it really interesting is the fact that Saturn is the planet of karma and old patterns. And what is happening is that Saturn is actually going, it ends its retrograde, I believe, on the 18th. So what that means is all of those old, powerful karmic cycles that we have been being ruled by and have been, and even like the same old habitual patterns and situations and circumstances that have replayed over and over and over and over, are finally coming to an end. So I took a look at my own personal cards this morning, and I had this circle of life and the tree of life there. And when I saw them this morning, I immediately received this message that obstacles were being removed, but they were also being presented at the same time, and everything was coming full circle. And I thought, whoa, oh boy, what's going to happen today? And for a brief moment, I kind of went into a panic thinking, oh no, what now? What's coming up now? You know, it's like you're starting to think about everything that could possibly go, wrong, like, your children and things with pets and health or whatever it might be. And I caught myself in the middle of it and I said, oh my God, Jamie, look at all, you're going right into fear, which is, when anytime we open up any windows of portals, it's all about manifestation and creating what we want. But the universe doesn't understand what I want and what I don't want. It just hears what I'm putting all my energy into. And that is what is manifested. So I stopped myself and I thought, okay, all of the fears that I just went into have been cycles throughout my life that have been karmic, and I have had they have some impact over me. And I thought to myself, this is just showing me and highlighting through my emotions and through my thoughts what exactly it is that is being ended right here, right now. So I kind of summoned my fearlessness, that inner spiritual gangster, and I said, no. It comes to an end right here, right now. It stops now. It has no more power over me, has no more control over me. I am powerful and I am creating a future karma free. So I recognized immediately that I was in a window of closure, that everything that I had ever been struggling through, challenged with, it's all done. And I think, and I have to give credit to, I follow a beautiful, lovely woman from Florida. Check out her page. Her name is Shamama Hunting Owl. And I have to tell you guys, she pulls a card every day and her messages are like, they're speaking to my soul. So Shamama is awesome. Check out her page. But the card that she pulled this morning was like the first one that popped up on my news feed after I had my own epiphanies. And it was like, it's, what you have been beating to the point of dead, it's dead, it's not getting back up, it's done. So it really reconfirmed my messages that I had received with my own cards, and then the 9-9 gateway that we're going through with Saturn and, being the planet of karma, clearing out all of the old. With that said, I also had dreams last night that were very much about old things that needed to be wrapped up, things that were kind of like, those situations that might come up and you don't want to deal with them, whether it be like a car problem, whether it be like a medical problem, and you keep putting it off to the wayside, like, I'll get to it. I had one of those dreams. And you heard me working with dream oracles. I myself am a dream worker and a dream oracle. So I take my dreams incredibly seriously. So the dream that I had showed me an old cycle for someone else in my family that needed to kind of come to an end. And I was in their shoes so that I could fully understand the impact that it was having on them. So that was one thing. So it was showing me old loose ends that still needed to be tended to so they could be wrapped up and finalized. I also was presented with old friendships and relationships in my dreams last night on a separate section. And they were also showing me that it was time for this, whatever wounds might have been remaining and lingering from these old friendships, that it was time for them to also be finally thoroughly resolved, and they were on their way out the door. Hi, Bridget. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Hi, Lala. Welcome. Hi, Karen. Hey, Freddie. And I'm gonna get back to everybody's comments in a second. It's right before I go into the oracle message. I just don't want to forget my train of thought today, because it is definitely very intense energy. And so with that said, I found myself cleaning everything today. I probably was cleaning until about the last half hour, 45 minutes before Moonday tonight. I just went like on this massive purge, taking all the cushions off the couches and clearing out all the old stagnant energy, clearing, comforters, bed sheets, whatnot, and getting rid of all of that old stagnant. I just felt like I needed to clear things out. So it's a time of, and I said, we've got this whole 9-day window here, but this week we are actually moving into the full moon on the 14th, and I think that's Saturday. Some people are saying that it's the 13th, which is Friday, but the moon's light, it depends on where you're located. So I do think that it is really smack between the 13th and the 14th, so neither one is wrong, which is interesting. Full moon with this powerful ending of karma on Friday the 13th. A really powerful day. So this full moon, it's I believe it's moving into the sign of Pisces, if I'm not mistaken. My friend Angie Walters from Crystal Essence Healing, we were talking about that this morning. It's moving into, and that's her sign. So we were all talking about it. And Pisces is probably one of the most spiritual, watery signs that there is, considering that their ruling planet is Neptune. And Neptune is the spiritual center, if you will. It's like the spiritual planet. So it's really powerful, life-altering things that are going on right now in the best possible way. Now, with that said, some of the things that could be kind of coming to a close are things that we may have been resisting release. But it's time, So even if it doesn't feel good, what's happening in your life, know that it's necessary to happen, because without, there's the only constant is change. And without you releasing it or it being removed from you, you would just stay stagnant. And what is going on with the energy shifting and all of this preparing us for 2020, which is whole new territory, Master Builder 22 number, where we are rebuilding the foundation of a whole new world. So there's a lot of stuff that's just gotta go, and it's like nobody's going to be left behind. So if you are one of those people who might be dragging your feet, you could find some circumstances where the rug is pulled out from underneath you. And, it might not be something that you're desiring, but just trust and know that it is ultimately not happening to you. It is happening for you. All right. So with that said, I'm going to look at the comments I may have missed, and then I will get into the Oracle message if I haven't already done it. Norma, I love that your necklace almost looks like the Chokure symbol. Oh, it's the spiral. Yeah, it does almost look like the Chokure, but it is the actual spiral, which is the basis of the foundation for my spiral temple. These are pendants that I've actually made out of clay. I made quite a few of them, and I really love them. I made myself a couple different colors because I really, the spiral is really big to me. The triple spiral is my favorite, but it's all about the unwinding journey, going within and unbecoming and unveiling who we really are at our truth, and then walking the spiral back out, coming back out illuminated and enlightened into a whole new world. So spirals are very ancient. All right. I think that's all that I missed. Oh, thank you, Doreen. You're such a sweetheart. You guys are awesome. Hi, Jill. Thank you, Norma. All right, so I'm going to go ahead now and get into the weekly Moonday card. And I'm working with, once again, Oracle of the Shapeshifters by Lucy Cavendish. Again, shapeshifters, I know they get a bad rap. It sounds like, it's very taboo, scary, demonic type of name that I think it's been made to sound now and made to be. But that is not the truth. Shapeshifters could be bad things, However, the shapeshifter really represents who we are at our essence. We are not here or there. We are not one thing. We are above and below. And we are capable of moving fluidly into any situation that is thrown at us. So shapeshifting is ultimately about adaptability and knowing that when the heat of a situation presents itself, like this week might happen with these karmic cycles coming to a close, you are able to transform through it. And in lieu of it, not being broken, but bending and molding into a new, or soaring higher above the flames to become a new version of yourself. All right. Oh, I'm so glad that you could make it, Jill. Hi, Amy. Welcome. All right. So let's see what message comes forward for the collective. And again, these messages are for everyone. When I say collective, I mean all of us as one. But while we all have we are all one, but we all have individual, unique journeys. So this message is it's more of like an overview. It's more of a guidance and universal advice to assist us in moving through the energy of the week. It will resonate with everyone uniquely to their circumstances. So it's not individualized personal readings. I do offer personal private readings, and you can book a session with me if you choose to do so. You can private message me or take a look at my page. But this is going to be a very generalized message for all of our highest and greatest good only, okay? So what guidance comes forward for the collective for the week of September 9th, 2019? Ooh, very, very relevant message. So it is a number 38. Numerically, 38 breaks down to be a number 11. 11 is a master number. It is the number of new beginnings and doorways opening. We've talked about the portal of a gateway of energy that is opening from the 9 to from 9/9 to 9/18. So 11 presents new opportunities for us to evolve, to tap into a higher consciousness, a higher way of being. It is that intuitive number. So 1 also represents the self, but then when you put it with another 1, it also represents the higher version of us. So coming together as one in a unity there with the number 2, if you did break it down. So it's all about balance, oneness, integration, and leveling up, walking through new doorways, forward movement, and instant manifesting. So watch those thoughts and those words. Keep them positive. Focus on what you want, not what you don't want, okay? And it is Sacred Beetle Armor. You have a mighty shield. Love it, love it, love it. So I really, really love this card. This was one of my first decks. Lots of Lucy's decks were my first decks because, I love Lucy. But I remember that when I was first going through my spiritual awakening, which is so relevant with the number 11, lots of awakening epiphany moments with an 11. Oh, you caught that there, Heather, did you? Yes, another 9 there. Look at the 9s are everywhere, right? Which is also a spiral if you look at that, and it's a sacred number of the 369 ancient Pythagorean theorem, represents the Fibonacci spiral. Nikola Tesla talked about the 369, and they're all equate to 9. So powerful, powerful time of transitioning. But the 11, spiritual awakenings, lots of epiphanies happening now, lots of people waking up, opening their eyes to a whole new world, because they just can't deny the things that are happening. There's magic everywhere, and it's happening and right in front of people, and they're experiencing things they've never experienced before. So lots of epiphanies as well, okay? But I remember a time when I was first having my awakening years and years ago, and we had many awakenings. We have many, not just one. But connecting with my guides, doing healing work, spiritual communication starting to happen. I did panic in the beginning a bit, because anything that is unseen, and I'm more clairsentient, I'm an empath, I feel everything. I can sense through feeling, and I can basically, it's as hard to understand. Maybe those of you who are clairsentients, you'll understand. I can see through feeling, if that makes sense. So it was very scary and unusual for me at first, and I was afraid of what would be going on or what was connecting with me when I wasn't aware, because you have all these new things that are happening and all these new experiences and new abilities and what you're tapping into and meditation. Who's really connecting with you, So I remember pulling this specific card, and it came about at the perfect time, and it said or reminded me that I have a mighty team of allies working with me in that very unseen realm that I'm afraid of. And those allies create a powerful shield to protect me from anything that is not in alignment with my highest good. And while some things might seem scary, I'm always taken care of. I am always protected. And I wear a shield around me that is not so walled off that it doesn't allow me to feel and receive what was necessary for my own growth and teaching. Also for me to distribute my own healing, my own light to others. So it was like a breathable shield, if that made sense. So I feel like it really resonates, and it's perfect for this week, because as the ending of cycles come up, as the karmic cycles fall away and old patterns are literally just dissolving right before us, it could elicit a little bit of anxiety or fear, only because we're in a whole new way. We're in a whole new territory, and sometimes new territory is scary. So it's important for you to also remember that you have sacred beetle armor and a mighty shield around you protecting you. You are not alone. You've never been, not since the very moment your soul was conceived, not your physical body, your soul. So you, my friend, have been working with a team for a very long time. You can call them in at any time. You do not have to know who they are. All you have to say is, I give my spiritual team or family of light permission to create that loving shield of protection around me, and then trust that it's there. So know that as you may move through untrodden path and unknown territory, even through some flames, you are guarded and protected throughout it all. So just stay in that knowing. Stand in your power, and remember this morning how I said I kind of went into that place of, oh no, when I feel like I'm standing up straight again, I'm walking, all of a sudden there's these messages coming through to me that obstacles are there, but they're being removed, and the things coming full circle, and and I went to the negative. I went to that fear place. I'm human. It happens. But then I caught it, and I said, oh, all right, you're just coming up just to show me what's actually up for release. So now I recognize it, I take its power from it, and I stand in my own power, and I said, not today. I hold the cards. I'm the one with the power. I run this thing. Karmic cycles are done and over with, and I'm about to be free. So that's how you embrace it. That's how you get through it. And just understanding that what is coming up, because you have those in your corner, more powerful, or I don't want to say more powerful, but so loving that they're working for your highest good, even if you can't see it in this physical vessel right now. All right. So good stuff this week. uneasy stuff maybe, but it's all going to be for our highest and greatest good. Full moon is coming to kind of wrap it all up at the same time, because the full moon is a time of empowerment. It is when we are at our peak energetically. It's when the moon is at its peak and height of power, but it also represents the completion of cycles. You can give anything that you're holding on to, that you want to release. You want to make sure it's dead and done. And I'm not talking about people here or anything else, guys. I was referring to the card from the beginning I talked about from Shemama Hunting Owl. It's dead, it's done, you beat it down, it can't get any deader. With the full moon, you can do a releasing ritual. So it's very simple. You don't have to, be a magician or, a priestess or a witch or whatever to do this. All right. It's your power to be able to do this. So what I like to do is I make a list of things that I want to wrap up, that I'm releasing, they're complete, and I no longer want them in my life, whether it be a habit, an emotion, a thought, a relationship, a job, whatever it might be, a struggle. And I write them down on pieces of paper. And then one by one, I sit over top of either a bonfire, if I can utilize outside and have a little small fire. Or if I cannot do that, and some people don't have access, I just take a candle, make sure it's in a really nice contained space. I would open a window to make sure you're nicely ventilated, because you cannot inhale the smoke of burnt paper. It's very toxic. But make sure a nice ventilated area next to a window, or I have a little cauldron and I stick my little votive candle in there. So you have a safe place to put it out, maybe a bowl of water. State each item out loud that is up for release as though it is a fact. I now release such and such. And then take it and one by one burn it in the flame and put it out in the water. And let it burn down as much as it can. And again, you do that one by one, stating them out loud. So that's a very powerful way to use a releasing ritual. Okay. All right. I definitely needed to hear, yeah, Deborah. Kind of resonates, right? Hi, Lena. Hi, Cassie. Hey, Josh. Welcome, guys. All right, so this is going to be posted on replay for anybody who missed the beginning discussion and the beginning of the card message. And really quickly, I'm going to go into working with a mudra for the week and explain what mudras are. So I work with a deck to assist me in discerning what mudra is best to work with us for the week. The mudra message goes hand in hand, literally, with the oracle message that we received. So it's one that assists us in taking our power into our own hands and not just hearing the message, but doing something that actually puts our ability to grow, overcome, and move in fluid with the message into action. So I work with a deck known as Mudras for Awakening the Five Elements, and this is by Alison de Nicola. So mudra is an ancient Sanskrit word, and it translates into seal or trigger. Mainly, I believe, seal. And so the ancient Tibetan monks really did use these most, this is probably like the most known people that had actually worked with mudras, and they believed that our hands act as incredibly powerful activators or energy seals. So our hands do have chakras, and anybody who is an energy healer, especially pertaining to like Reiki energy healing, you use your hands because your hands are a channel and a conduit. Your fingertips actually have triggers in them as well. So forming mudras or hand gestures or symbols, utilizing your breathing, so channeling some or doing some breath work, and then channeling the energy while your hands are in these positions actually allows you to channel energy directly, and it's almost like channeling fire, directly into your energy centers, which acts then as like an activator. Your energy centers are also known as your chakras. Each chakra rules over aspects of the four main bodies. Four main bodies being your physical, your emotional, your mental, and then your spiritual or light body. So each body holds different aspects, or the chakras control different aspects of those bodies, I should say. And when we receive or when we actually encounter, or I don't know the word I want to use, a lot of us actually experience different traumas in our life, emotionally, that take like a mental toll on us, and they actually can create blockage in our energy body. That trickles like a domino effect downwards onto our physical body. That creates physical illness or ailments. And so the emotional ones or the mental ones can also create other issues, that aren't necessarily on your physical body, but that you might suffer from. Certain people suffer from, depression or anxiety, and the different things like that in the mental or the emotional body. So these blocks that I'm trying to explain it as best as I possibly can really quickly, but it's not working. So I'm just going to go right into it anyway. So basically, clearing out the blockage in each of those layers and on the physical body promotes a better flow of life force energy throughout your chakra systems and your energy body. This helps us all to stay in good health, because those blocks on the other layers will eventually trickle onto the physical, creating physical health issues. So it's important for us to maintain a clear energy centers. One mudra can assist with relieving the blockage on all of those layers at once. One chakra, some can actually go ahead and work with all chakras at once, because we have 7 main chakras, but 9 that are actually now being more worked with, and way more than that. So needless to say, these are incredibly powerful, all just using your hands and breathing and intention. All right. So some of them come with a caution. If you already suffer from certain physical issues, the energy being so intense when you do them, it can actually stimulate them and irritate the issues you may already have. So there will be a warning if so, but I'll let you know in advance before we do it. I like to pull the card. We do it together, and then you can do it on your own all week long, which I do encourage. I take a picture of the card, post it on my page, and then you can save it to your phone and work with it that way all week. It's only going to further assist in what we're all experiencing. Okay? All right. Hope that was clear. I was trying to hurry through, but it just wasn't doing it justice. So, all right. So what mudra comes forward for the collective good this week of September 9th, 2019? Ooh. It is the Vitam mudra, and it says vitality. It's interesting because this one is connected to the element of water, and water actually rules the emotional body and the emotions and, the feelings, and also our sacral chakra, which is our creative center. And that is the center of our inner child as well, which is a lot of the things that have occurred that are karmic in our life tend to be inner child wounds. So a lot of healing has to go through with working with that wounded inner child. But it assists with inner cycles, fluidity, vital energy. It supports reproductive and urinary health, directs breath to the sacrum or lower back and pelvis, relaxes the lower back, activates the flow of subtle energy. There is no caution with this, so we can do this together. Again, its element is water. And so everybody who wants to participate, feel free. So I'm going to guide you through it. So you hold your hands in, it's a very simple one. I'll show it to you again just in case. All right. So you're just cupping your hands facing downwards. Hi, Anna. Welcome, love. You just made it for the mudra. So you hold your hands in front of your belly, which is interesting. There's that sacral chakra area, okay? And you're going to have the palms facing each other. So it's hard to show you like this, but all right. And it's kind of like you're cupping something that's not there. All right. And then you want them to expand apart just a little bit. And then you're going to, in your natural inhale, you're going to have them. So when you take your breath in, which I'm going to guide you to do, you're going to let them expand a little bit. And then on the exhale, they close again. Okay. But not further than your body. All right. Just very subtly. Okay. So just drop your shoulders, straighten your spine, close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in and allow your hands to expand. And as you release, you're going to blow the breath out of your mouth, channeling energy into your palms, into your sacral, which is your pelvis area, and then allow your hands to close together a little closer, not fully. Again, take a nice deep breath in and expand. And release. Last time, deep breath in. And release. And you can state, I open to the vital and subtle energy that is within. I open to the vital and subtle energy that is within. Last time, I open to the vital and subtle energy that is within. And so it is. And you can open your eyes. So, hi Carmela. Yes, you can absolutely catch the replay. You know that, but thank you for popping in anyway. Same to you, Anna. I appreciate you being here, ladies. So I will take a picture, post this on my page. You can do this on your own once a day. If you need it more, feel free to do it more times. You can do a minimum of 3 breaths in and out, or you can do more if you feel that you want to work with it a little longer. It's only going to benefit you. If you're going to do more breaths, I do encourage you to do them in intervals of 3. So the 3, 6, 9, maybe even. All right. All right, everybody. Thank you so very much for being here with me this evening. I hope that you have an amazing new outlook present itself to you this week, and that the doors to the old prisons and chains that bound are no longer there, and that you are set free, limitless, as you are intended to be. Love and magical blessings. I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.